Thank you, JT Farms. I'm a little bit disheveled right now. I've been having a tremendous amount of back pain today, so I was on the fence about streaming, and I don't know. I'm just trying to work through it. Okay, we got JT Farms here. We got Nanera here. JT Farms, how are you doing today? What's new with you? What's new in your world? How's existence treating you? How are you treating existence? And Nera, same questions go to you. How's everything going with you? Um, uh, ooh, Sui Blue, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. You are my 150th follower, actually. I'm totally grateful for that. Yeah, I'm trying to grow the channel, so every follow helps a lot. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, Nanera, you're sore and tired. Yeah, like my back was so locked up this morning. Like I could barely get out of bed, and then I was hobbling over to my yoga mat this morning, and it's just been really, really stiff and unpleasant. I've been trying to work out through the pain, and I've worked out some of the tightness and soreness, but for the most part, it's still pretty locked up. So I might cut the stream short at some point and go lay down or something. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, happy Monday to you, Nanera. I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Not much for you, JT Farms. A lazy day. Well, sometimes lazy days are the best days, right? You just take it easy. Just relax and kind of recuperate, right? That's kind of what I did today. I've been just trying to recuperate and get myself more in alignment, because I've been feeling pretty out of balance and out of sync lately. It's kind of weird, when you have those days where you feel just totally out of sync, and it's like hard to even just do the basic things to get by. Uh, hey, Imbalanced Physique is now hosting. Awesome, thank you so much, brother. I didn't even give my proper shout outs. Nanera is an awesome streamer here on Twitch in the fitness and health community. Everyone in the community, loves her. She's a wonderful person. She has a very inspiring story. Definitely go check out Nanera's stream next time she streams and give her a follow. And Imbalanced Physique, what an awesome, authentic, genuine guy. He's always on here. He's always streaming. He has great content. He works out. He's dedicated. He's determined. He's dedicated, and he's just a really nice, authentic dude. So, check out his stream and drop him a follow as well. That's super important. We all support each other here in the fitness and health community. That's one thing that I really like about this here on Twitch. Nanera, you said you're getting back on the proper nutrition. Really been struggling nutrition area. Yeah, I feel you there. It's funny. I was like gonna make a really nice dinner tonight, and I literally walked in the kitchen, and I was gonna have to take some pots and pans out from one of the lower cupboards, and the thought of it, the thought of the back pain I was gonna feel when I had to bend down and do that, literally made me change my mind about what I was gonna eat. And instead I just took some pretzels and cheese, and I just ate some pretzels and cheese, and I was like, fuck it. If my body's gonna hurt this much, if I can't even bend down to pick up a pan so I can cook up some food, I'm just gonna eat some pretzels and cheese, and that's that. It's just gonna be one of those days. It's not really the healthiest thing you could do, but some days in life you just got to eat some cheese and pretzels, I guess. And JT Farms, you say, yeah, I need to take care of yourself first. Yeah, right. You got to, we all have to take care of ourselves first, right? It's super important to do that. Wow, we got Terra Time blasting in here. She is the emote queen. Look at this. Look at this. All right, we got emotes everywhere now. Eventually, my face will be completely gone, and it'll just be emotes. She is the emote queen. She's a streamer here on Twitch in the fitness and health community. She makes her workouts fun. She's knowledgeable about all sorts of working out, and she's in great shape. Definitely check out Terra Time stream and drop her a follow. And she's also a really nice, wonderful, positive influence here. All right, where else? Where are we at chat? What are we doing here? you are too kind. Oh, of course, I'm gonna be kind to people who I like and respect. And actually, I'm gonna try to be kind to everyone. People with crazy egos and stuff like that you encounter when you're trying to buy like a car. It's like it's kind of hard to be pleasant with them. Especially if they're trying to if people are trying to make your life miserable. But you can always muster up some positivity sometimes, right? Sometimes even you can even get yourself to love your enemy, right? And that's always a pretty cool thing. In an area you said you're burned out on cooking and food for a while. Yeah, I mean, it's I love the idea of meal prep. Like that's what I used to kind of do meal prep, right? I would like just make like a big pot of something, and just like I would eat it like for like 4 days in a row. I'm just like super healthy, good food. um, but then sometimes you kind of lose momentum with that, and then you have a day like me today where you just like eating pretzels and cheese. And yeah, and then you don't feel good when you don't eat healthy, and then it's just ridiculous. It's like this cycle, but like if some days are just like that. Some days you can't muster up the mental fortitude to actually make like cut up, like spend like an hour cutting up vegetables. So this week you opted for a bunch of pre-cut fruits, veggies, and salads. Well, you're still eating healthy, right? I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, sometimes if you just you got to pay more obviously for the pre-cut veggies and fruits and all that, right? But like you're it's healthy, it's good, and like yeah, if you can afford it, buy it up, absolutely. All right, where are we at here? So many emotes, so little time. That's just how we are. Just how we are. Yes, be kind to all, Agni. Yeah, I'm trying. We all try, right? That's like the goal. As far as the human condition is concerned, we're all stuck here on this fucking rock, that we call Earth, and we gotta be kind to the people around us, right? I mean, what else are we doing? If we're not being kind, we're just gonna war with one another, and that just breeds more hatred and division, and we don't want that, especially people that are trying to improve themselves. Like the last thing it's hard enough. It's hard enough to like go to the gym or like work out at your place and keep a consistent routine and eat healthy. It's and then you have to deal with all life's tragedies and traumas, and on top of that, and then if you have to like deal with people that are being rude and disrespectful and giving saying disparaging comments and things like that, it's just like, man, it's like life has gotten tough, but we gotta keep fighting. We gotta keep fighting and keep trying to make it through, and just be nice to one another, right? That's what we have to do. And JT Farms, you're right. Be kind to all. Absolutely. You're Imbalance. You said, well, you're going to work for a bit, doubling up on your workout to prep for the NorCal meetup with Yoga Hana. My mind isn't a good spot either, so be cool. All right, do your thing, man. Do your thing. You got to take care of yourself. I get it. All right, where are we at here? Uh, okay, we got a lot of good. And the other cool thing about this chat and about all, everyone here is that we all come together, and like everyone knows each other. We all have like backstories and histories with people. We meet each other in other people's streams. And then it's like, oh, hey, this person said this funny thing or this interesting thing. I want to talk with them more. And then you go into the streams and you learn about people, right? Like, it's always a cool thing. We have quite a community that has grown here, and I'm actually one of the new guys. Or I'm one of the new parts. I've only been here, I think, like 4 months or so. And most of you have been around a lot longer than that in this community. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that you're all here, and that we're all together. All right, where are we at here? JT Farms, you say phase out the demon to imbalanced. Yeah, sometimes there's a demon that's hanging around, and you got to phase it out. Yeah, imbalance is locked on. As I listen to heavy metal, I like heavy metal though. I mean, that's something that I really really dig too. That heavy metal, I always find it's like a very good cathartic release for me. And like when I work out to heavy metal, it's like I can always like summon a little more strength and a little more energy, and like get maybe like one extra pull up in or something like that. I get psyched up, and I'm ready to go. So yeah. All right. Nanera, you said third wave people are coming up on their 1 year. Yeah, I know, right? 1 year. They're doing their 1 year. Who is it? Was it Rocket Fit? I think today did their 1 year. It's pretty cool, right? I mean, people have been streaming a long time. I'm new. I'm 4 months, right? I'm 4 months into the game. I just got my 150th follower today. So like I'm trying to grow the channel. I am growing the channel, and I'm trying to make it work. I think the main thing is just to be consistent. That's like what I'm doing. Like some people will come on and they'll stream for like 8 hours or like 6 hours and like these big chunks of time. And I can't do that. It just doesn't it's not conducive to like who I am and my style, right? So what I'll do is I'll come on and I'll stream for like an hour or like 2 hours, and then that's it, and it's like but that does enough, right? Because then we get the meditation in, we get the chat initially, and then we get some chat afterwards. So it's like I come in, I'm usually like high intensity, and I'm like the high intensity guy coming in, right? And then like I chill out, we chill out and we get all zenned out in peace and meditation. And then after that, we have a little bit of a more relaxed chat at the end. So that's kind of how that goes. All right, so what do we got going on here? Relect. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Relect. You said you also use music as a tool to shift spiritual gears. Yeah, music is a powerful medium, right? I mean, you can use music to do all sorts of stuff. I mean, as far as like changing your mental emotional state. I think they said, I remember hearing somewhere along the lines, they said classical music is the best music to listen to if you want to do something good academically. Like they said, people who would listen to classical music would be able to like think more logically and rationally, as opposed to like listening to other types of stuff. And then there's other types of music that are better for like energizing you, and then there's types of music that are obviously better for putting you to sleep and whatnot. So yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good point, Relect. All right, where else we are? Where are we at? All right, I think we're pretty much catching up. Yeah, it was Rocket Fit, 1 year anniversary for Rocket Fit. Congratulations, congratulations. That's awesome. To have the dedication to do it for a year, right? Because I mean, anyone can do something for like one day, right? But to like really like stick it out and do it for a year, that takes a lot of tenacity, right? To do something like that. Well, time to use your 30-pound weighted vest while doing push-ups. Imbalanced. That's awesome, man. Be right back. Well, good for you, man. Good for you. And I like that you got that weighted vest. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's going to be a lot more intense to do your push-ups with the 35-pound weighted vest. I just do them straight out. Like I like to do the wide grip, and then I'll do like medium grip, and then like the narrow grip, because you get different muscle groups involved, and it's like a lot of people think you need like crazy contraptions and tons of like gym equipment and stuff to get a good workout. But I like the minimalistic approach, right? You can just do yoga, with just like a yoga mat, right? Or just on your floor. You don't need a ton of stuff. And then like if I mean, yeah, weights are helpful, but you can do you can do push-ups, right? You can do pull-ups. You can do all sorts of other stuff that doesn't require a tremendous amount of equipment. Bands are great. Band workouts are amazing, right? And you can get all different sorts of muscle groups and stuff like that. So that's also pretty cool. All right, where else are we at? Imbalanced. You love the wide grip. Just found that one out a week or two ago. Yeah, the wide grip push-ups are really cool. I love the wide grip. I'm the best actually at wide grip because I have strong pecs, right? And wide grips are like a lot of the pec area and like shoulders and whatnot. Like the narrow grip, like if you ever do these, that's like just pure like biceps, triceps, that kind of stuff. And I find these actually more difficult to do, than the wide grip. Medium grip, they're kind of like in between. But yeah, it's good to mix up the way you position your hands and whatnot when you're working out. JT Farms, you said, have you tried standing up meditation for your back? I mean, I have not done any today. I've done stand up meditation before. Right now, I'm actually like not in super tremendous pain. I did take 3 Aleve. I think you're supposed to like max out at 2, but I took 3 because that's just what I decided to do. But like yeah, I'm okay right now. If it starts, it's like when I have to get up and move. It's like when I'm not moving, I'm like okay, But when I'm like having to transition from like seating to like standing position, or like having to like lay down, and things like that. Like the transitions are what's killing my back today. And I've been doing all sorts of self massage and stuff like that. I'm trying to work through it. And that's kind of what you got to do. You got to work through the pain. Unless you're rich and you can afford like a 2 hour massage every day, or unless you live in Thailand and you can afford that. But yeah, those of you who don't know. I went to Thailand a few years back, and I spent about maybe I think it was like $14, and for $14 you can get a 2 hour massage. You can get a 2 hour fucking massage in Thailand for 14 bucks. That's incredible. So I was like, hell no, I'm gonna get one every day. So like I was in Thailand and I was getting 2 hour massages on a daily basis. It was like the most amazing thing in the world, and my body felt so good and just so relaxed. It's like here, if you want to get a 2 hour massage every day, I mean, I don't know anyone. I don't know anyone in my life, at least, that can afford a 2 hour massage, every single day. I mean, imagine that. Imagine waking up and it's like the first thing you do, you roll out of bed, or you don't even roll out of bed. You just have like a massage, some masseuse come to your house and like give you a 2 hour massage to like start your day. I mean, geez, like that would be like probably the best way to wake up ever, right? Hey, look who's here. We got Swiss R, otherwise known as Fitness Yoga. All right. Swiss, let me give you a shout out to your other account as well. Swiss R is a streamer here on Twitch in the fitness and health community. He is an awesome dude. I call him the ambassador because he greets everyone. He knows everyone. He's like the connector. He knows everyone in the fitness and health community, and he brings them all together. He's a great guy. He does awesome. I've been watching his travel streams lately, and like just all sorts of stuff that he's been doing, and he puts great content out there. Definitely go check him out. Check out fitness_yoga and Swiss_R, and give him a follow. Drop him a follow. It costs you nothing to drop a follow, right? So yeah, it's great to see you, Swiss. How are things going with you today, man? We're talking about back pain right now. It's like I've been a lot of back pain, lower back pain today. I've been having a lot of back pain. We're talking about massage too. JT Farms, you said a lay down meditation. Yeah, I do those too. I don't prefer laying down meditations because I'm very prone to fall asleep if I'm like laying down. And that's kind of like the knock on laying down meditations, is that people do typically, a lot of times fall asleep. But if you're going to go to sleep anyway, then it's perfect. Or if you're going to, if you don't care about falling asleep during the meditation, if you're just looking for relaxation, then that's also great. Nanera, you said you've done a 2 hour deep tissue once. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. I think I might have missed some context. You felt so beaten up, so I got it. They went too hard on you. And that's crazy, right? With the massage therapist, you never know, they never know like what kind of pressure is like best for you, for the individual, unless you work with them a lot. Like if you work with them over and over, then they can figure it out. See, I'm kind of the opposite. I need that super intense deep tissue massage, and I need them to go like as hard as they can possibly go. There was a massage therapist at a Massage Envy near my place, who was like known as like being like the most intense deep tissue massage therapist there, right? And I was actually dating a massage therapist at the time, and she recommended her to me, so that's how I found out about her. Her name was Virginia. And anyway, so I go into Virginia, and Virginia's like, okay, how much, tell me when I go too hard, and I'm like, I want a lot of pressure. And she's like, I don't know I don't think, I'll start off light and we'll work our way into it. I'm like, okay. And she started off light, and I was like, more pressure, more pressure, more pressure. She just kept on boosting the pressure. And then, she got it to max pressure, and it felt so amazing for me. And after the massage, she said, I'm the only person in her 20 years of giving massages that is not tapped out to her deep pressure massage. That's how much I love that intense pressure digging in. And, the whole time I was using breathing techniques to to tolerate it and to deal with it. And it felt so good. My body felt so loose. and wonderful afterwards. But that's just me, right? There's some people who don't need that deep tissue stuff, and it can actually be pernicious to their overall well-being if they get it, because it can bruise them and whatnot. Kind of like the narrow, what you were saying, you felt so beaten up. All right. JT Farms, you say you're undercharging for your massages. You do them for free? You do your massages for free? Come to Chicago. Come to Chicago. Come visit me, JT Farms. Where are you? I need you in my physical life, in this. I need you in the room. I could use a massage right here. I mean, I'll even tip you, it won't be free. Um I'll definitely give you an awesome tip, man. Man, I could really use a 2 hour massage right now. All right, let's see what else is going on. Oh, Swiss, you have a massage gun. Tell me about the massage guns, man, because I've heard mixed things about them. Some people love them. Some people say they used them once and they were like too painful, or they used them once and they just never got around to using them. How are those? Are they actually effective? Do they actually help a lot? I'm interested to know about these massage guns. I've been seeing them around though. They're like one of like the new fads that have come out for like trying to improve your overall physical health. Uh, JT Farms, you said yeah, no tips either. Fucking Mark. Mark's not giving you tips. You should tell him that for every massage you give him, he needs to give you a tip. You should say that's a new line in the sand that you're gonna draw, in order for him to get more massages, because you're worth it, and you could even go that route. You could be like, Mark, don't you appreciate me? Don't you appreciate me? Don't you appreciate all I do for you? The least you could do is give me a tip, right? You can even go that route, right? I don't know what kind of voice I made there. That was kind of like a weird voice. I hope it was like didn't offend anyone. Actually, I think it offended me. I think that weird voice that I just made kind of offended me. So like, I don't know. I don't know what happens if you take offense to yourself. Like that's kind of weird. Like I just offended myself. The narrative, dude, you love your. Oh, you have a massage gun too? So, maybe this is something I'll get. This is something I'll get. Swiss R, you say you should use it more. It's okay for some parts. Okay. I mean, I might have to invest in one. What do they go for? How much are like is like a decent massage gun? I'm probably not gonna go top of the line, but I'd probably like to get like a mid range. Wait, I was thinking like mid-range weapon, but whatever. we're not playing games here. Just like a middle of the rung massage gun. I wonder how much those go for. I'm gonna have to look them up on eBay later. And in there, you say your massage gun came with various attachments. Attachments to depending on what zone you're trying to hit, which will determine which one you use. You got mine by a Slick Deals coupon for $35. Ooh, yeah, $35. That's something I could afford. Wow. When I can afford something, I'm pretty psyched about that. Yeah, the good ones go for about 100, 150. That's kind of what I figured, like 100, 150. Slick Deals coupon though. You have this one, Eliels.com product page. Awesome. Thanks for the tip, Swiss R. I'll check out that one. Because I mean I need something. I'm always in my muscles get so tight from working out, and I don't get those massages because I just can't really afford them right now in my life, to be honest. The cheap ones are really not worth it. They burn out quickly. All right, yeah, that's kind of what I figured. You don't. I would much rather invest in something that's a little more expensive that will last, than something that's like cheap, cheap as hell, but it's gonna like burn out and die in like a month or two. So that's just my thing. Especially if you I prefer, yeah, the strongest it can get. I mean, I'll just be digging that massage gun into my arms, into my legs. My thighs are like rocks. They just I use a foam roller. What I did is I carved out you got your traditional foam roller. I hollowed out the inside and I shoved a 4-inch PVC pipe in there. So now every morning I roll my IT band up and down on that 4-inch PVC pipe, and it feels so good. And I can really work out a lot of knots and stuff that have shown up over the course of the night. Because when you work out, then you go to sleep and you just get all that lactic acid starts building up and your body starts healing. So like But that PVC pipe, man, that really can really dig out those knots, and you feel good, once you get those knots dug out. It's like all of a sudden you stand up and your legs are like, wow, they're like so happy to like, not be in pain. And then also when you're all tight like that around your legs, it's like pulling on your knees and everything, and it's like it makes everything uncomfortable. So yeah, I'm definitely digging that foam roller. But yeah, I'm gonna get a massage gun eventually. I'll just have to look into that a little bit more. Um, let's see. Swiss Army say it's nice because you can turn around. Okay, the Alleles X 1T. It's nice because you can turn it around. That one. Okay, I see what you're saying. All right, yeah. Yeah, you can turn it around. Okay, cool. Oh, so when you're like reaching behind and stuff or in an awkward position, you can get at those areas of tightness and tension that you typically wouldn't be able to get at. I get it. Nice, cool. All right. Submission by message. Submission by massage. All right, and lower back. Yeah, yeah, right. I mean, the lower back is just a crazy area. My whole life, though, my back has always been messed up. I don't know what the deal is. Like, I think I just got messed up genes from both sides of my family. Like my grandparents, all had bad backs. Like my dad has a bad back. My mom, it's fucked up because it's like, I'm doing all the right things. I've been to so much physical therapy. I've been to chiropractic. I've gotten acupuncture done. I try to eat healthy except for today when I was just, eating pretzels and cheese. But yeah, it's like, the back is a crazy thing. So we'll see what happens with that. Hyperdum, yeah. Oh, hey, Hyperdum, you're here. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. I'm glad you're here. Um, how's everything with you? How's life with you? You say, yeah, blame your family. I am. I'm big. I'm super big into taking all my own internal issues and then projecting that blame onto others. That's like the best approach I've found to living life. No, I'm just totally kidding. That's actually what I consider the most detrimental thing to our society, right? Because people have internal issues, right? It's like, oh, I feel bad about myself for X, right? And then they like, see another person that, is in their life that is doing X or that has the same issue as them. And then they give them this like scathing, tirade about like how they shouldn't be doing X, right? And they project all that onto them. And there's like this weird notion that somehow surfaced in this world where it's like, oh, if I can project, my own insecurities or my own pain onto another person, that I can release myself of it. And that's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's like what happens is you blame another person, and then there's like a very small short duration of time where you temporarily feel like, oh, I don't feel bad now because they're the one that's doing the wrong thing. They're the one that's like evil or shitty or whatever. And it's like, but then it's just, and then after, but then that thought never leaves its source, right? That thought then comes back, and then it's like you're stuck with it. Then you have to deal with it again. The only difference is you've now pissed off another person who just has the same problem as you. So yeah, really try to be cognizant and mindful of projection. I always try to not project anymore. When I was younger, I used to project all the time because I wasn't mindful at all. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, a 10-year-old kid, and I just thought like that's how life was. But you get older and you start realizing that a lot of times your own internal state bears witness on what's actually out there in the phenomenal world, right? So, yeah, something to think about. JT Farms, you say tall people tend to have more back issues. At least that's what I've heard. Yeah, you know what? That kind of is it. I've seen a lot of tall people. I've known a lot of tall people in my life that have back issues. I mean, I'm 6'2" and a half, which is pretty tall for a dude. And it's like, yeah, I've had back issues. Most people in my family are pretty tall. Yeah, and you're right. I think the taller the people are, like the more likely they are. I mean, a lot of it has to do with the fact that we have to like duck our heads and stuff. Like if you go in like basements, they got like a lot of basements have like the low ceilings, and then they have like like pipes and stuff that hang down, and you're always like bending over, and you're always bending down over tree branches and stuff like that, and bending down to the bottom cupboard, which I couldn't do today because of my back pain, and I ate pretzels and cheese instead. So yeah, that might be. I wonder if that's one of the reasons, or maybe it's just because there's just your spine is more stretched out or something. I have no idea. I have no concept of what I'm talking about right now. Hyper, you said you had some weird acid reflux thing all last night. Oh, and wasn't able to get to sleep until 8 a.m. Oh, that sucks, man. Sorry to hear that, dude. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, whenever we have these health issues, it's like it really puts a damper on everything, especially if you can't get sleep, man. Like my sleep last night was terrible. I woke up and I felt like I didn't sleep at all. It was really an unpleasant thing. Part of that for me is the fact that I got diagnosed with sleep apnea about a year ago, and so I've been wearing a CPAP. Those of you who don't know what a CPAP is, it's basically there's sometimes you'll see like a mask that's hooked up to oxygen, or sometimes you'll see like like a little nasal cushion. Like I have the little nasal cushion, so it's just like a nasal cushion with like a tube that runs back, and it's like uncomfortable. It's pretty much uncomfortable as fuck. So I don't want to like have this thing on, but I got to wear it because like I have sleep apnea, right? So I wear it, and it helps me sleep better than when I don't wear it. But it's still not pleasant because you're supposed to lay on your back, and I'm like a tosser and turner when I sleep. I like to like move around a little bit when I'm sleeping, and then the thing just gets all twisted. It's just like this artificial device, and it's really really frustrating to have that. But such is life, right? We all, none of us have perfect bodies. None of us are in perfect health, and we all have things that we're working through, right? Hyperdom, you say we should just ban health issues and be done with it already. Yeah, you know what? Maybe health issues are a social construct, right? That seems to be the way we're going in this world, right? Where everything is a social construct. So maybe health issues. Maybe we can just no. Here's what we would have to do from a philosophical standpoint, Hyperdom. We need to ban the concept. We need to remove the concept of health issues from our collective unconscious. If we can dig in, find that concept of poor health and remove it, then according to some schools of thought, then no one will have health issues. I feel like that wouldn't work. I feel like people would just find a different label to describe it as, or like say like, oh, the gods are the cause of like why like I feel weird today or whatever. But like who knows, right? We never know. All right, now I think we're way off. I think we're like way off topic right now. Like, what are we even doing? Hyperdom's not even clipping today. Like, I mean, I know there are at least a few good clips in there, and you're like the clip pro. So maybe we should just get into meditation and just forego all this nonsense. You got a good one. All right, cool. Well, if you got some good clips and you ever want to post them here, I have it such that you can post links now and not get banned. Just waiting for it to show up on the video list. All right, cool. All right, so I think we're ready to go. All right, so like I always come out like super intense. I'm like high intensity. I'm like, let's do this. Let's talk. Let's get everyone excited. And then I take a couple slow, deep breaths. And we tone down the energy to a place that is more peaceful, to a place where we find more balance in our lives, and to a place where we can be more calm. Hybridum, I'll check out that clip after this. I'm already too deep into Zen, into the beginnings of Zen mode. So you're going to want to find a nice, comfortable seated position. You can sit in lotus pose. You can sit cross-legged with your back against the wall. You can sit in a chair. The main thing is to find a seated position that is comfortable for you. And then close your eyes and take a few deep breaths on your own. And I have a Buddhist chant that I play that has a chime that goes off every 2 seconds. And we can use that to help regulate our breath count. Take a few more slow, deep breaths on your own. And sit with good posture and be present of your breath. Inhale through your nose, gently raising your belly. And exhale through your mouth, gently lowering your belly. Breathe in through your nose, gently raising your abdomen. And breathe out through your mouth, gently lowering your abdomen. Throughout this meditation, stay focused on your breath count. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Breathe in, gently raising your abdomen. And breathe out, gently lowering your abdomen. Focus on your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. The breath calms the body, and the body calms the mind. Stay focused on your breath. When thoughts arise in your mind, release them and return your attention to your breath count. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. On your next inhale, visualize yourself sitting on top of a mountain. You watch as the clouds move in the sky below you. Two clouds merge into one, and one cloud divides into two. You watch the clouds as they move throughout the sky. Those clouds are like your thoughts. Thoughts arise into being, exist in your consciousness, and then disappear after a time. One of the goals of meditation is to clear your mind of thoughts. So stay focused on clearing your mind throughout this meditation. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that is of no benefit. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all that obscures your third eye vision. Stay focused on your breath. When thoughts arise in your mind, visualize them as clouds. Watch as they move through the sky and disappear over the horizon. And return your focus to your breath. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego that obscures your third eye vision. Return your attention to your breath count. When we learn meditation, we start by maintaining a regular breath count and focusing on keeping that breath count throughout the meditation. Then we learn to focus on stilling our mind and clearing our mind of all thoughts, getting rid of all the chatter that typically exists in one's mind. And once we have a clear mind, we learn to go beneath the level of conscious awareness to the place of pure oneness that exists within us all. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that is of no benefit. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all that obstructs your third eye vision. Stay focused on your breath. The breath calms the body, and the body calms the mind. Be mindful of your breath. Observe the thoughts that are running through your mind. Watch as they move to and fro, like clouds moving through the sky and disappearing over the horizon. Those clouds are your thoughts, and in meditation, we do not need thought. We go below the level of conscious awareness into the heart chakra and reside there for a while. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all stress and tension from your body. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all that obscures your third eye vision. Focus on your breath. On your next inhale, travel down deep beneath the level of consciousness. Travel to your heart chakra and reside there for a while. Feel the love that exists within that place. Feel its warmth. Feel it pulsating and vibrating, and melt into that love. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out, focusing on that love. When thoughts arise in your mind, visualize them as clouds, watching as they disappear over the horizon. And return your attention to your heart chakra and feel the love that radiates from that location. Become one with that love and melt into that peace. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that is of no benefit. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego that obscures your third eye sight. Stay focused on your love. On your next inhale, travel down even deeper into the heart chakra. Feel the beauty and joy that exists there. The love that resides there is your fundamental essence, the place of all oneness. When we identify with our love, we remember who we are. In regaining our identity, we also regain our purpose. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that is of no benefit. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all stress and tension from your body. Be mindful of your breath. Your essence is love. The manifestation of love is light. Your purpose is to shine your light on others. And awaken the inner light within them. And they will shine their light on all whom they encounter. Until all of humanity is lit. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all stress and tension from your body. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing any ego that obstructs your third eye vision. Stay centered on your breath. The breath calms the body, and the body calms the mind. Stay focused on your breath count. When thoughts arise in your mind, visualize them as clouds. Watch as they move through the sky and disappear over the horizon. Stay focused on your breath. Your essence is love. The manifestation of love is light. Your purpose is to shine your light on others. And awaken the inner light within them. And they will shine their light on all whom they encounter. Until all of humanity is glowing radiantly. And we reunite as one consciousness. For the need for space and time is over. And space-time will collapse, and dualistic thought will disappear and we will return to a state of absolute monism. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all stress and worry from your body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that obstructs your third eye sight. Breathe in, filling your vessel with love and light. Breathe out, releasing any fear from your being. When we release our fear, we can connect with the place of perfect oneness that resides in our heart chakra. In that place of perfect oneness, we realize that our essence is love, and that is our foundational core. We come to remember who we truly are. We come to remember our purpose, and we come to be as we were created, as an extension of love and light. We shine in every direction, filling all darkness with pure love and light. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all stress and fear from your being. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing any ego that obstructs your vision. The goal is to see through the third eye without anything blocking our sight. For when we see clearly through our third eye, we see nothing but pure love and peace in those around us. The energy shifts and we can bypass all ego dynamics and connect to the place within them in which we are one. And by realizing that we're the same as everyone else, there can be no division between us. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all fear and worry from your being. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all stress and tension from your body. Your essence is love. When thought arises in your mind, visualize it as a cloud and watch as it floats through the sky and disappears over the horizon. And return your focus to your breath. The breath calms the body, and the body calms the mind. Stay focused on your breath. Now delve down deep beneath the layer of consciousness to your fundamental essence. It exists residing within your heart chakra. Explore the sensations you feel there and search for that perfect love that defines you. That place of perfect love has many attributes. You can feel its warmth, its oneness, and its divinity. You are that love. In that place of perfect love, there is a center point. Search through that love and find that center. Observe that center point and go on through and find the source of creation that exists within you. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all fear and worry from your being. Breathe in. Breathe out, traveling deep within to that center point. Do not lose focus on that point. When you go into that center, you come to find your home. the place where you have always been. While perceptual awareness may convince you that you have been to other worlds, you have never left the eternal spring at that center point. For you are eternal and you are divine, and that can never be taken from you. It's only the illusion of the dualistic framework in which we live our lives that makes us think that we have traveled away from our place of perfect peace and oneness. But through meditation, we come to learn we still have a home in that perfect place of peace, and we can go there whenever we feel stressed and anxious. And by going into that place of perfect love, and by remembering who we truly are, we can see others with the same love and affection that we have for ourselves. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all fear and worry from your body. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego that obstructs your third eye vision. Stay focused on your breath. Your essence is love. You are divine. From the context of eternity, you are immutable. And you are one with all of creation. When you feel stress or tension in your daily activities, remember that you can always come back to the place of perfect love in your heart chakra. And find that center point within you. place that resides at the source of all creation. And when you see the world from that place, you notice a glow and a light among all of life that you encounter. You can bypass any ego dynamics that exist between you and others. You can repair any damaged relationships that you might have with those around you. And you can find that oneness within all whom you encounter. Take the deepest inhale of the day, filling your vessel with love and light, and the deepest exhale of the day, releasing all stress and fear from your being. Gently open your eyes and return to the present moment, bringing with you the peace from this meditation throughout the remainder of your day. Namaste. I am truly honored and humbled to be here with you in this sacred space and to share this meditation with you. To be a meditation instructor is a blessing. I never forget that. Thank you all so much for being here with me. I hope you all got something out of this meditation. I hope you found some peace and love and joy within you. And I hope you're just more relaxed and a little more calm after that. Because the world is stressful, right? This dualistic framework with all the polarities and opposites is very stressful at times. So we need to remember we can go to that place of oneness and be at peace. All right. Evelyn Yoga, you made it to the stream. Wonderful. I'm so grateful to that you were able to see what I do here in these meditations. Thank you so much for being here. It's truly an honor and a blessing to connect with fellow yogis. I'm also, though you probably don't know this because we just met today, but I'm also a yogi. I'm not a yoga instructor, but I've been practicing Bikram yoga for 10 years and vinyasa for 12, and I practice yin yoga as well, and they've completely changed my life, and I just am really grateful that I had the exposure to yoga. It's really been a blessing, and I recommend yoga, and I also practice qigong and all the internal energy arts. I recommend those highly to everyone out there. They can do such good work for you. They can really help us, reach a place of understanding and pure love, and that's what we're here for at the end of the day, right? We wanna reach that place. So thank you. 12 years practice, about 7 years teaching. That's cool. That's cool that you've been teaching. And awesome. Well, I'm happy that I found you on Twitch today, and yeah, it's great. It's wonderful. Okay, so how was that for everyone? I hope you all had a peaceful experience. I like to discuss philosophy and during the meditations. I have a background in philosophy. I got my master's in analytic philosophy, and I like to bring that into the meditations and introduce people to philosophy, because I don't think it gets discussed enough in the world. People are more focused on their daily activities, and they don't really get a chance to take a break and do philosophy as much as they need probably in their lives. Tara Time, thank you so much for being here. What a wonderful person. You truly are a beautiful soul, and I can feel your love and light shining radiantly everywhere. You're such a kind being. And those of you who don't know, Tara Time is also the emote queen. She can spam emotes like no one else. I've never met someone who's so good with the emotes. She's wonderful with it. She spreads so much love and joy throughout the fitness and health community here on Twitch. So definitely check out Tara Time's stream and give her a follow. And same with Imbalanced Physique. What an amazing person. I've met such an incredible community of people here in the fitness and health community and Twitch. So it's truly been an honor and a blessing. All right, so my back held up. I was saying prior to the stream or prior to the meditation how my back was bothering me, and but yeah, it's holding up. It's holding up well, and I'm grateful. I kind of attribute that to sharing so much love and light with people in this chat and with all the good energy in here. So maybe that can kind of bypass any physical pain. I mean, it's true that our mental state, our mental emotional state can is more powerful than the physical, right? So yeah. Oh, JT Farms, you didn't want to come back out. I know, right? We were really delving deep. We delved deep into the heart chakra, and we got to feel that love. We got to feel that love and light. And we got to go to that center point, and it was so wonderful. I really didn't want to come back out either, but I was a little concerned because I have hamstring cramping issues all the time, because of the workouts I do and how much I sweat, and I could start feeling my left hamstring starting to go, and I only have a few bananas remaining. Bananas are a great source of potassium. And I didn't want to abruptly start screaming, "Ow, I'm in pain!" in the middle of the meditation. We were in such a zened out place, and it was so wonderful. So I didn't want to do that. And look who's here. We have Yoga with Jen. What another wonderful positive force here in the fitness and health community on Twitch. She is such a wonderful person. Everyone who has not checked out Yoga with Jen's streams, check her out. Jen is such an amazing person. She knows her yoga so well, and especially her yin classes. If you can only check out one of her yin classes. It's such an amazing practice, and she just knows every little detail, and she's such a good teacher. I have nothing but positive things to say about Jen. So check out Yoga with Jen. Any chance you can get, and definitely drop her a follow as well, because she's just a wonderful person. All right, yeah, Imbalanced Physique, man. Imbalanced, otherwise known as the DJ, and otherwise known as John. He's a man of many names, and so am I. So I can relate to that. I'm grateful that you were here and that you got to experience this meditation with me as well. Definitely check out Imbalanced Physique as well. Yoga with Jen, you say, I shine back what is reflected onto me, darling. Thank you for that lovely shout out. You shine back so radiantly. It's wonderful. So yeah, I see nothing but the purest love within you, and it's pretty cool. That reminds me of a story. Actually. I wanna share with you. I was at a Buddhist monastery about, I don't know, maybe 7 years ago or so, 5 years ago. Time is kind of a blur right now. And I walked in, and there was gonna be a ceremony that was gonna take place. It was an ancestor ceremony, and that's why I went there, because I wanted to honor my ancestors. And I don't subscribe to any one religion, but I do find a lot of the ideals in Buddhist philosophy to be very conducive to my overall well-being and health. I think there's a lot of wisdom in that. So I was at the Buddhist monastery, and I walked down the stairs because I had to use the washroom. I'm walking down a long corridor, and there's a Buddhist monk walking towards me, and I'm walking towards him. And all of a sudden, I just feel like joy bubbling up within me. And I start smiling. And at the exact same time, the Buddhist monk who's walking towards me starts smiling. And as we get closer and closer to one another, more and more love just starts bubbling up within me. Like it starts getting really intense. And I start smiling more, and he starts smiling more. And we're getting closer and closer to each other, and we're not speaking a single word to each other, but we're getting closer and closer to each other. And all of a sudden, we're literally laughing hysterically. We feel so much love and joy and bliss just pouring out of us, and it was so wonderful. And we reach right at the point where we're at, and we're just cracking up and laughing and feeling so amazing. And then we pass and we cross paths, and it slowly fades as we disappear, as we get farther and farther away from one another. But we did not say a single word to each other in that encounter, and it was one of the most powerful experiences I've ever had in my life. So it's amazing. It's amazing the energy that can exist between two people. If you're receptive to it, if you're open to it, and yoga with Jen. I mean, I feel your love, and light shining radiantly, and so that's why I wanted to mention that. Thank you, love and light friend as well. JT Farms, you said, gasp, noon Agni, you updated the point redemption for shirtless. Yes, I had to. I did. So on those of you who are unfamiliar, I had a $25,000 point redemption for a shirtless stream. It's been happening, and there's been a lot of talk on the street that it's going to be happening quite frequently. I do shirtless meditations because I got to keep up with the girls in the hot tub who are getting 50,000 viewers. So I figured I would do a shirtless, I would start doing shirtless stream. You got to keep up with them. So I raised it up. I raised it up from 25,000 channel points to 50,000 channel points. So yeah, that's just how it's got to be. I'm sorry for all you who are disappointed. I've already done 2 shirtless streams, yeah, especially today. I didn't want to do a shirtless stream because my back's hurting, and like I didn't want to have to like stand up out of the chair and during like a meditation or something. And that's actually a really, to be honest, that right there is the lamest excuse ever. No, that doesn't even count. That doesn't even count as an excuse. It's terrible. The main thing was I didn't want to take my shirt off every single stream, but that's just how it goes sometimes. JT Farms, you said, "Oh, what's going on here? You guys want to punish me for that, for raising the channel points? I had to do it. It's inflation, right? Right? Everyone's freaking out. So I do stuff with the stock market. I do some day trading and swing trading, and I do that, during the days, and it's just, that's one of the things I do, and it's like people are worried about inflation, right? So this is right here the perfect example of inflation, right? Things get more expensive as time goes on, right? I had to keep up with inflation, so that's why I did that. All right, where are we at here now? I think I've missed some stuff. Maybe the monk was controlling you with their smile. I don't know. Maybe the monk was controlling me with his smile. Yeah, that's a good point, Hyperdumb. I don't know if that was the case. I feel like it was just pure joy and pure love. But you never know, right? That monk was pretty powerful. Anyone who devotes their whole existence to just being in a place of perfect love and peace, and is trying to reside there as long as possible and do the work, is someone I admire truly. That's just what a remarkable existence to be a monk. Living in a monastery. I've thought about it actually. When I was younger, I was actually considering the idea of becoming a Buddhist monk, or of some kind of monk, in one of the faiths. But my issue with it was that
I couldn't adopt all of the ideals of any one religion, right? So what I've done is I've taken the ideas from different religions that resonate with me, and I brought them all together and created a cohesive framework. And then also I also use the insights that I've gained from meditation and from yoga and qigong, and I've combined all of that into my own philosophical, like metaphysical spirituality, and that's what I do. So it wouldn't be fair for me to join any one religion because I wouldn't be able to be true to all the doctrines of that religion or spirituality. All right. Terra Time, you say, and Agni is a bad boy too. Am I a bad boy? JT Farm says I need to be punishment, hard punishment. Wow, this is getting intense. This is getting intense. I don't know. I need to be punished apparently. Yeah, this is really getting intense. Yoga, then you said that story is wonderful. Thank you for sharing it. Love when that connection of energy just happens. It's magic. It totally is. It totally is like magic, right? It's like did I just get transported to another realm? It's like, I'm sitting there like I was literally like doing my taxes earlier that day. And I'm like, man, this is frustrating. This is annoying because I had a W-2 job and I had 1099 miscellaneous I had to file because I was an independent contractor, and I had all these other weird tax issues, and I, for some reason, wanted to do I do my taxes on my own. And then I was like just really frustrated and annoyed, and then I go into this other like realm, this like it was like magic, this Buddhist monastery, and I'm connecting with this person, and we didn't say a word, and it was the most pure love I've ever felt in my life. It was wonderful. But yeah, so it is magic. Uh, what's going on? Terror Time, you say maybe you die before you reach 50,000 channel points. I hope not. I need you, Terror Time. You are not only are you one of the best fitness and health streamers on Twitch, but you're one of the best mods, and you're the emote queen. The queens can't die. I wouldn't allow such a thing. I would not allow such a thing on my channel. So you're not going to be dying anytime soon. I think Terra Time has at least like 100 years of energy and life left in her. Yoga with Jen, you say you feel that back at you, lovely. It is reciprocated energy. Yeah, I feel it too, and it's amazing how you can feel it through this medium. It's like I don't even have to be sitting with you face to face. I can be actually, just communicating via Twitch, and it's a pretty awesome thing, right? You're in a different league. I missed the context to that, but okay, cool. Imbalance. You just lowered yours to 30,000. It was 90. Your shirtless streams. Whoa. See, that's the thing, man. Now things are getting crazy because you said you had yours at 90 earlier, like a few streams ago, and I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna raise mine up, and now you're lowering yours. I guess to each her own, right? To each his own, right? JT Farms, you say Terra Time, keep spamming emotes. You'll get to 50,000 in no time. Yeah, exactly. You never give up. Terra Time is relentless. You're tenacious, Terra Time. Tenacious T. You are Tenacious T. We should call you that from now on. Okay. Hyperdom, you say the Agni James path to doing business. I gotta watch the clip. Hyperdom's got the great clips. Let's check out some of Hyperdom's clips. Because I gotta keep up with the girls in the hot tub who are getting 50,000 viewers. I do shirtless meditations because yeah, right. You got to keep up with the girls in the hot tubs who are getting the 50,000 viewers, right? So I do those shirtless meditations. And hold on, you got another one. So that was the Agni James path to doing business, and here's the Agni James path to living. Let's see what this one is about. I'm super big into taking all my own internal issues and then projecting that blame onto others. That's the best. Oh, that's brilliant, Hyperdub. That is so brilliant. I love your out of context clips. I love them. So wonderful. I was so hoping you would clip something like that, man. Dude, you never have let me down with making me laugh, man. You always come up with something. You have such a great sense of humor. It's so cool. It's so cool that you're there, that you're here, and that you're in this chat, and that you participate. And it was so awesome to see you streaming, with Sunrise Reads, man. That was beautiful. So that was cool. Yeah, okay. Imbalanced, you're gonna lurk. Awesome. Thank you for the lurk, man. Much appreciated. Uh, Yoga with Jen, you say, yikes, using the punishment word so flippantly. Careful, folks. Yeah, right. I don't even know what this punishment is going to be, but I'm kind of happy I live in Chicago now. I'm a little bit, I got a little bit of safe space, right? Or maybe I would like the punishment. Who knows, right? You never know what kind of punishment it's going to be, right? Oh, you have another one, Hyperdum. And finally, the Agni James Path to Love. Let's check this one out. Am I a bad boy? JT Farm says I need to be punishment, hard punishment. Wow, this is getting intense. This is getting intense. I don't know. I need to be punished apparently. Am I a bad boy? Beautiful, beautiful, nice, nice. In balance, you said you should start keeping my shirt on my streams from now on, just to mix it up. Yeah, now you got to keep your shirt on. Uh, it's funny. That's great. Yeah, yeah. Yoga with Jen, great clips. Love the sense of humor. Hyperdumb is amazing. I don't know if he ever has clipped anything for you, but it's just amazing. He for me in Sunrise Reads, and there's another one that he does these phenomenal clips. They're all out of context clips typically, unless we just say something really ridiculous like I do a lot, and then they're in context. But like. Yeah, he's like the pro. He's a pro. I don't know how long he's been doing it, but the way he does it, it sounds like he's been doing it since Twitch began. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Life, love, and business. Got all bases covered tonight. Yeah, yeah, right. And that's just how you got to go sometimes. All right. Well, this has been a wonderful stream. Thank you all so much. I am so honored and humbled and grateful that you all feel that these meditations are valuable and that you all come here and participate and that we share this love together. And it means so much to me, because if I can even help one person, if I can even just help one of you with like finding a little bit, just a tad more peace in your day, then my day is a success. That's how I view my life. So I try to do that every day. Every day I try to like at least help one person come to a little more understanding or find a little more love and joy in their life. And so thank you so much for being here with me and allowing me to do that for you. So thank you so much. All right, let's see who we're going to raid tonight. Let's see who we are going to raid. It's always a big moment when we have to decide who we're going to raid. Let's see who's out there. Oh my God, I think Check Meow streaming, but I think it's a rerun, and I think Great Kind is also a rerun. Does anyone know? Does anyone have any good people that we can raid? I need some recommendations. Hopefully, someone knows someone who we can raid. Because all the love. Yeah, have a lovely night with you too, Yoga with Jen. I really hope you have a peaceful, beautiful night and a wonderful sleep with all the best dreams and whatnot. Does anyone have any recommendations to raid? To be honest, I don't. It doesn't really. If there's someone in fitness and health, that's always good. But I branch out. I rate people who are into music, who are into art. That's like the main thing. I rate people I know. Who's Delta Crab? Hyperdumb. What kind of stuff is? What kind of content is Delta Crab? What kind of content does Delta Crab stream? And Yoga with Jen, yeah, like who would be a good person to rate? It doesn't need to be like a mindfulness thing, It could be even a friend of yours, If you have a Yoga with Jen, if you have a friend, that you want to support, I'm cool with rating. He's a musician who plays live music on streams. Well, that sounds pretty cool, right? Yeah, I'm down for rating a musician. All right, I have a lot of respect for musicians. Instead of shirtless streams, you can redeem points for him to perform in a crab suit. Okay, perfect. Let's raid this Delta Crab. Delta Crab. We're gonna give him a big raid, and Yeah, this will be cool. First time raiding here, so it's always neat when I have someone new to raid. So thank you so much. There are a couple fitness people on, but music, yeah, music seems good right now. I think we've done a lot of fitness today, right? So let's raid this Delta Crab. Give them a bunch of love and light when you show up at his or her stream. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you all later. Namaste.